on? It's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. And without any further ado, guys, we're going to get into this reading. Also remember that this message may apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you, your lover, your family, your friends, your co-workers, your neighbors, complete strangers, honey, or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. So with that being said, guys, let's get into this reading, okay? The overall messages are as follows. Spirit is telling you to release the past, okay? So there is something from your past that Spirit wants you to release, okay? With this energy, Spirit could be telling you to release the past, like heal from the past, move on from the past, okay? But there could be something about your past that maybe Spirit wants you to speak about in some type of way here, okay? So we have satanic ritual abuse, okay? I definitely feel like somebody endured satanic ritual abuse in their past, or you could be currently still enduring satanic ritual abuse in one way, shape, form, or fashion, okay? We also have illegal implantation or chip here. So somebody was illegally implanted, okay? This probably happened when you were a child. Hence why you went through satanic ritual abuse, okay? So for those of you who don't know about satanic ritual abuse, is various different abuse. It's physical, emotional, sexual, psychological. It's a various different abuse that is combined into one to abuse a person. And it starts in your childhood. It starts when you're very, very young, okay? And it's a type of systematic abuse, but you go through psychological abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, okay? All kinds of different abuses, okay? Severe abuses, okay, that you endure starting in your childhood, okay? So we have here, you were adopted and no one ever told you, okay? And last but not least, Spirit is saying that you are very well protected by the Most High, okay? Some of these things you may not have been aware of until later in life, until you awakened, or something like that. I feel like all of these things that were done to you, that stems from your past, this is something that was hidden from you, kept from you, you were lied to about, and different things. You've just endured a lot of different things. But I definitely feel like when it comes to illegal implantation with some type of chip, okay, like an RFID chip, okay, for mind control purposes and various different in tracking and tracing and various different things, as well as you being adopted and no one ever told you. Those were things that was hidden from you, that was kept from you, okay? So yeah, we have here my Monarch programming card here, okay? So this speaks to government experimentation. You definitely endured government experimentation. You still can be enduring government experimentation to this day, okay? But it started when you were a child here. You see the SRA here, so this speaks to satanic ritual abuse, okay? You could have been, you obviously were placed under some form of mind control, okay? So this could be MK Ultra mind control, brainwashing. There's various different levels of government experimentation and torture, psychological operations and various different things that's done, from monarch programming to sex kitten programming, okay? A lot of different things. Spirit is telling you to release your past here, okay? So to clarify satanic ritual abuse, we have the moon here, okay? Now, satanic ritual abuse is, by all accounts, criminal activity, okay? It's something that's done in hidden, in hiding. It's something that's done in secret, behind the scenes, behind closed doors, okay? There's a lot of sneaky, freaky, creepy, low down, and dirty things attached to satanic ritual abuse, because essentially it is the torture of children. It is something that starts or happens from the time that you are a child, okay? Most people who have endured satanic ritual abuse, it happens well, like when you're really, really young, okay? Usually by the age of 6 years old, you've been molested or raped or something, okay? Through years of satanic ritual abuse on various different levels, it shatters the brain. This is how altars are created. Thus, where mind control and various different programming come in at. Okay, this is something you could have been drugged. You clearly was probably drugged. Okay, most people are either drugged or tortured so much that an altar that was created overtook you, okay, and all the trauma that you endured is still there. It's deep in your subconscious, like in the back of your brain. But most persons are drugged, okay, in some type of way to forcibly make you forget things that you have endured, that you've seen, that you've gone through, that you've experienced, okay. It's almost like a wiping or of the mind, of the brain, and different things. But the information is actually still there. It's just like trapped in your subconscious. It's deep in the back of your brain, type of thing, okay. Also, enduring all of this, this is how triggers and different things like this are created when you're under certain mind control. People who have access to your programming use certain words. There's different things, words, phrases, sounds, smells, frequencies, tones. There's different things that can trigger a person's programming depending on the programming that a person is trying to trigger, okay? So like Satan nasty is one of your, the word nasty is one of your triggers, okay? And this is to tap into your sexual programming, okay? This would make a person very sexually promiscuous and various different things, okay. There's even like there's different type of programming to make a person do different things. A person could be triggered to commit a crime, do some type of criminal activity, or be overly sexual or very promiscuous, or there's various different things that can be triggered. A person could be highly suggestible, okay. So even convincing one to do something as simple as drugs, okay. Now, of course, a person would be used and abused. A person, may act like they're your friend or something like that or whatever. But in all intents and purposes, it could be to, trigger something else or cause a habit, something that is habit forming or something within you. This is done in various different ways. The bottom line is, with the moon card being here, there's a lot of witchery, rituals, secrets, okay? This talks about what's done in the dark. All of these things are hidden. It's definitely criminal activity. It's a psychological operation that was created, run, ruled, and controlled by the satanic powers that be, hence your government, hence very wealthy, prominent people in power, okay? And this is something that has been going on for a very long time, okay? This is something that was done to you in secret, okay? Spirit, clarify illegal implantation chip, okay? So we have some things are best kept secret here, okay? You were chipped as a child here. Whether you remember or not, you had some type of, it usually happens during some type of procedure, like a surgery or something where you were put to sleep or something like that, okay? I feel like more often than not, it could be done at the dentist. It could be done really in any type of doctor's office where there is some type of surgical procedure performed where you are put to sleep for this to be done, okay? And this is done in secret here, okay? Because a lot of times not even the person who's being implanted know that they have been implanted, okay? Trust and believe me when I say there's some type of top secret classified document file that's at the CIA with your name on it and all the information. They track and trace you your entire life, okay? You endure various different levels of government experimentation, okay? Social engineering, various different things, okay? So this with this, some things are best kept secret. This is definitely something that has been kept secret from you here, okay? So I'm gonna give you an example. If say you met someone new, okay? Now this person is new to you. You haven't necessarily You don't necessarily know this person. You don't know this person. You feel like this is someone new or whatever. You begin dating this person. This person will begin like randomly saying things that, it might be regular conversation, but they'll begin to say things that happened in your life, in your childhood. Okay. This person, they're no gurus. Okay. This whole the all-seeing eye, see all, know all bullshit. That's because of the illegal experimentation and shit that they're doing on people, not because there's some masterful, all-seeing, all-knowing guru, supernatural, otherworldly being, psychic type of individuals. Is because of the criminal activity, the illegal use of technology, and the gross invasion and abuses. Okay, the cruel and unusual punishment that they do to people to make them for them to have the knowledge that they have. Otherwise, they don't know anything. Okay, it's their abuses of power. Okay. And they use this to manipulate and to control people, okay, the way they want to. So going back to this is something that is used. And I'm going to give you an example, okay? So when I met my ex, it was really interesting because I had went in that place every day. And usually when I got off of work, I would walk through, like I grew up like in that area. And on that side of town. So of course I had been there several different times, and it was interesting when I seen this person. Just so happened that one day when I went in there and I was coming down the little escalator thing or whatever, and I remember seeing my ex, and I'm like, I didn't know this person's name, but I'm like, damn, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm, way older now. I'm like, how old does this person have to be? Because I'm like, this person has been here. I feel like this person had been there working at this establishment for like ever. So I end up going in here, getting something to eat, sitting down, eating it, and I left. Okay. But I remember thinking that, and then I ended up telling somebody, oh, that person is cute or whatever, and I went on about my business. Okay, later, of course, my ex hunted me down like Seabiscuit or whatever, just off me telling her cute. But anyway, long story short, I said all that to say how different things happen. Okay, so after me, like a while after me and my ex was together, she began to say things, okay, that nobody could know unless you knew, unless you were there. Things from my childhood. Now, the one thing that stood out to me, because like I said, even though in my mind I knew I had seen this person before, okay, because she was working in a big place like a mall or whatever. So, everybody goes shopping in different things. I had seen this person there. I knew of this person well enough to know this person has been here for a while. And it just so happened that one day when I seen her, that was the thought that came to my head. I'm like, this person has been here for a while. But it was really interesting because I remember thinking she's the same size. Almost looked like she hasn't aged from the very first time that I'd seen her, and it had been years upon years. And I remember thinking, well, I'm this old. If this person was working here years ago, this person has got to be like way older now. And this is the thoughts that was going through my mind. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how this worked. A while after me and my ex got together, my ex ended up letting it slip. She said, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, remember you. Now, remind you, when me and my ex, like, finally got together and different things like that, of course, I'm feeling like, oh, this is a new relationship, blah, 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 blah. Well, my ex ended up letting slip that she knew me, like, personally. And I'm sitting up thinking to myself, like, what the hell are you talking about? You don't know me. Like, you didn't know me before we met and decided to be together. So then she ended up letting slip, and she was like, yeah. Because we both went to a specific school she named. And I'm thinking back and I'm like, no, because I don't remember you when I went to that school. Okay? And it was really interesting because the school that she was talking about was a magnet school. Okay? And I remember this school very vividly for various different reasons, but just so happened it was a school that, the Clintons were still here in Arkansas at the time. Chelsea Clinton actually went to that school as well. Um, and it was really interesting because, like, um, it was, she was like mainly the only person that came to school as fancy as she did or whatever. But of course, having wealthy parents, why wouldn't she, or whatever. But so I remember a lot of different people and a lot of different things from that school. I did not remember my ex from that school. Okay. And she was like, and this was the first time that she let slip that she knew me prior to us meeting. Okay. But when we first met, she came off like she was a stranger. I was a stranger. It was nothing type of thing. Like anybody would when they met people. So this puzzled me. And it was like she knew me from my child. Now this school at the time, that school was 7th, 8th grade. They've changed up the grades a little bit with these schools nowadays or whatever, but I specifically remember that school was like, it was either 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, or it was 7th and 8th grade, okay? Yeah, it was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, okay? So, I'm like, I don't remember you from the school, but she, like, remembered me from the school. Like, I don't remember this person then, like we wasn't friends then at school or whatever. Don't remember this person, but she knew me about me going to that school and mentioned this. So I blew it off and I'm like, okay. So it was sometime later and she ended up speaking about something, like one of these in particular times that we would be talking about. Now she endured childhood trauma and a lot of different drama and different things that her and her people went through or whatever. So this is where something clicked in me, and I'm like, this chick and her people is way too close with my supposed people. When I realized, okay, y'all, the shit connecting like dots. Like, you understand what I'm saying? When you meet somebody new, there ain't that connection. You don't understand what I'm saying? Where it's not supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to be strangers to each other when y'all first meet, okay? Not unless you, like, you know what I'm saying, unless y'all were like high school sweethearts and grew up in the same neighborhood type of thing. But this was nothing like that. Other than that, most people on average meet complete strangers that they end up talking to, getting to know, date, blah, 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 on down the line. So she ended up saying some things, okay? And I'll never forget this one in particular day, because she ended up saying something that has something to do with a traumatic situation, okay, from my childhood when I was very, very young, okay? And it was very vivid and very explicit, and it goes into some satanic ritual abuse type of things. And I was listening to her, and I remember thinking, and it was like exactly what was said, exactly, or of something that was done. And I'm like, there's no way that this person could know this, is the first thing that I thought. And then I'm like, what's the likelihood that she experienced something that I experienced in my childhood? And I remember thinking to myself, is it possible to not know someone and you'll have the exact same experiences but not know each other? Okay? Because my ex is like 2 years older than me. Okay? She was born in 82. I was born in 84. Okay? You have to understand. So I'm like, I would have been, you know what I'm saying, like a little bit younger than you, okay? So how would you remember or know this much about this? So I'm explaining this to you because this is how these things happen, okay? And these people that are around you who are gaslighting you, who are gang stalking you, and you don't know at the time that they're gang stalking, you think y'all just got this close bond, this close connection, but they're suddenly dropping, or subtly dropping different little hints and different little clues to let you know there's something more. So But this was all said and was all happening well before I went through my awakening, okay? This was like, me and my ex was together for 11 years. So this was like when I was in my 20s. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even go through my awakening until I was 30, okay? And so this was a trip. And there was different things that kept on being different things. Like, when I realized that she was like way closer with my people than I was. She would come home and let something slip out about something, like new vivid details about something to do with like my people, like my siblings or my family, and different things like this that I didn't even know. And I'm sitting here thinking, how do you fucking know? You understand what I'm saying? And then there was this other connection, because then I found out that my ex's sister, her husband, okay, her husband, it's kind of hard to explain. My ex's sister, okay, is married to a guy, okay, and her husband's sister, okay, is married to my cousin, okay, on my dad's side, okay. So then there's that connection by marriage. But this happened like years and years later. Like, my ex's sister was not with this person when me and my ex got together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of years had passed before that even happened between, but they still had that rapport, that relationship with one another or whatever. But that connection was always there, because I remember when my cousin got with my late cousin, because he passed away now, got with his late wife, because if I'm not mistaken, his wife is the same chick that he went to prom with. Okay, and I remember very vividly because they wore purple. She had like this big purple dress that she wore. But so this is how things like this happen. And I'm telling you all this is because when you're around certain people, this is the reason why you have to listen to the words that's coming out of people's mouths, because these people were speaking riddles and rhymes and subliminals and witch language and all kinds of things. And on the surface, it seems like a person is having a normal conversation. So it may go over your head if you're not really paying attention, okay? That's the reason why it's very important to observe very well, okay? Because the devil is always in the details of things, okay? And so which today, you know, that I'm a targeted individual, you know what I'm saying, and the cat is let out the bag, and how, you know, they're all sellouts and they're all a part of gang stalking and harassing me and all this other kind of shit. But they all knew, like, this stems all the way back to my childhood. They all knew that I was placed under mind control as a child, that I went through satanic ritual abuse, that I was chipped and implanted. And see, this is how I know also that everybody in my life has played this role. Everybody's like playing this role. I kid you not, my life is like the Truman Show, okay? It's a huge lie. Like, everybody in my life is a lie and just like playing this role. And they all have been in my life gaslighting me, lying to me, putting on this act, this show, and all this other kind of shit or whatever. And I explained that to you all because this is a reading for you all, okay? This doesn't have to be a reading for me, but I explain, y'all know, anytime something come up and I can relate to something, to give you an example, to let you know more in depth of what I mean, so you can apply it to your life, and if it's happening to you, so you can understand it better than I do, okay? The fact of the matter is, certain persons that come around you, okay, and they do certain things like that, talking about certain things, doing certain things or whatever, it's because you have been chipped. Many of you have already been chipped and you don't know it, okay? And the government tried to play it off. Now they have, there has been talks about these RFID chips, and they're slowly introducing this in, okay? They started with chipping the pets. Oh, you won't lose your pet ever again. You can always track them, and this and that. They started chipping the pets or whatever. And then a lot of these businesses, big businesses and companies or whatever, they started chipping their employees or whatever, and then they push it like, oh, you never have to carry cash again, and everything is on your chip, and you want to go to the vending machine, you want to open the door, you want to do this, you want to do that, it's all on your chip, just swipe, type of thing, okay? But it's to track and trace you. It's to It can literally trigger your feelings, your emotions, your bodies, your limbs, your everything, okay? It is completely dangerous. It was created, obviously, by some mad scientist, okay? The government has it patented, and they use it as a weapon, okay, on various different people. Now, those of us who were chipped in secret and we don't know about it, is because your parents and your grandparents were sellouts to the satanic powers to be. They were sellouts well before you were born, okay? And when you were born, they offered you up for experimentation to the government in return for compensation, okay, to allow you to be experimented on and different things like that. So that just goes to explain that, okay? So to clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. Here we have the mother card here, okay? The person that you believe to be your mother is not your mother, okay? This person actually has mistreated you throughout your life, neglected you, always ridiculed you, judged you, put you down, okay, tried to shame you, blame you, talk about you, lie on you, various different things, okay? This person treated you bad here, okay, because of the simple fact that you were adopted, okay? This person was a bad mother to you, that could have did spell work on you, or allowed others to do spell work on you, and allowed other forms of experimentation to be done on you. This person was very unloving, okay? There was magic that was done, okay? This person is mean and surly, okay? This person is likely a witch and you never knew. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so this person could be very hot-tempered, was neglectful to you, envious and jealous of you, very hateful towards you, okay? This person could be a narcissist, okay, that need help, okay? This person could have been abusive or selfish, very wicked or evil towards you, okay? Not nurturing at all, okay? Kind of left you out and mistreated you. And if you have any other siblings, okay, they treated your siblings like they were better than you and more important than you. You know, they would dote and brag and spoil your other siblings, while you were treated like you were nothing, like you were nobody, like you were stupid or dumb or insignificant or unimportant. This was done on purpose. It was all part of the satanic ritual abuse. This person is a satanic sellout, so anything that the satanic powers that be told them to say or do to mistreat you, to harm you as a part of your programming, this person did, okay, because they were getting compensation for doing so, okay? Okay, Spirit, clarify you are very well protected by the Most High. So we have here, I am enough, stand by me. You probably spent your entire life trying to get people to love you or accept you, okay? You was always the oddball, or, you know, of the group, okay? The one who was left out, the one who was unappreciated. Spirit wants you to know that you are worthy, okay? You are beautiful or handsome, whether you're male or female here. Spirit is saying that you do deserve love and you were specially created, okay? You're a good person inside and out, okay? And you are very important here, okay? You probably never had anybody to have your back or support you or uplift you or guide you in any type of way, okay? Or even stand by you, okay? But Spirit is telling you not to worry here, okay? Yeah, Spirit is telling you not to worry, because at the end of the day, no matter what you endure, no matter what you go through, the Most High is watching over you, okay? So Spirit, let's clarify this reading, please. Spirit, clarify, release the past. Clarify, release the past. With the Monarch Programming card. Release the past. These cards are all... I feel like... I feel like this is something that has been on your mind quite a bit. With the thoughts card here, okay? It's something that you have been thinking about, okay? That has resurfaced in your mind, especially if you have gone through an awakening, and now, you know, all these things that were secret from you, hidden from you, has come back to the surface, okay? You could be alone or isolated now, okay? And you're really just thinking really strongly about your past, about everything that you've been through, okay? And how you were manipulated, how you were abused, how you were mistreated, neglected, and left out here. This satanic ritual abuse that was done to you, it had you in despair for a very long time. You could even still be struggling with some with being in despair, with being stressed or worried, okay? Because there's, as you grow older, there's various different things that is done, okay? The satanic ritual abuse, it literally turns into you, well, technically you've been a targeted individual your entire life, okay? As you grow older, you begin to be gang stalked, okay? You're blacklisted, you're blackballed, okay? Finding work is hard for you. If you do find work, you're gang stalked and you're harassed. There's things that's purposely done to you unfairly on the job. The relationships are the same. The low vibrational people are purposely sent into your life to lie to you, cheat on you, mistreat you, abuse you, not show you any real love, not really even care about you or even like you, because they're all ops, they're all playing a role here. So throughout your life, this has caused you to be in despair, okay? So to clarify, implantation chip, which some things are best kept secret, we have child here. So this was definitely something that was done to you as a child here, okay? Once you're implanted, you're always implanted, okay? Unless it is removed from you, okay? This was definitely, you're definitely one of the ones who was chipped when you were a child here. This is something that was kept from you, that was hidden from you. You're thinking about this. These things have you in despair, and it's the very reason why it's what's being used to target you right now, to attack your mind, your body, and your soul right now, okay? These people are no gurus, they're no smart, they don't see all, know all, that bullshit, blah blah, okay? They're not you know, super illuminated and sophisticated bullshit like that. They manipulate technology, they do shit to use people and abuse people and different shit like that, like you know, get sold out, greedy, materialistic as parents and grandparents and shit, to sell their children out to the powers that be, to allow them to be guinea pigs, allow them to be experimented on, okay? Illegally implanted, okay? They run all their tests and their experiments on you, okay? And they go on to use these things on other people, okay? Or work through you, okay? Especially, and this is also done, especially if you are creative or you're artistic in some type of way. Your ideas, your thoughts, your life is stolen from you by the government, by the industry. They use this for themselves, like they were so creative, that, you know, that they created these things themselves, but they actually steal these things from people who have been implanted and chipped as children, okay? And that's how it's possible. This is how they create predictive program. That's how it's possible for you to listen to a song and feels like it's directly singing to you. That's how it's possible to watch a movie or a show and feel like they're talking about your life. Because technically it is. Because these people have created from your creation what was yours and didn't give you a dime, made millions of billions of dollars off of you, didn't give you a dime, and they made these fortunes off the back of you and off the abuse of you. To clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. With this bad mother card here, we have false person. This person that you believe to be your mother is a false person. This person is very fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. They're two-faced. They're backstabbers, okay? This person is a liar, cheater, deceiver, manipulator, con artist. Very greedy, very materialistic, okay? Very cunning, conniving, dominant, controlling, a bully, okay? This person is wearing a mask. They are not who they appear to be, okay? This person may dress good. They may look good. They may smell good, okay? This is the type of person who, depend on who they're talking to, who they're dealing with, depends on how they act on the surface here, okay? But this person is definitely all about the money. This person definitely received fortunes, okay? A lot of money for the torture, the cruel and unusual punishment in which you have endured, okay? Technically, for whoever this is for, everything that you have been through, the United States, you technically should be a rich for the rest of your life. Never wanting for anything for the rest of your life, if the truth be told. Okay? Because the United States Constitution, the bullshit ass laws, rules, regulations, and bylaws that they fucking created are the very same rules, regulations, bylaws that they break every goddamn day to torture and attack American citizens. Last time I checked, the Constitution speaks against domestic terrorism. The Constitution speaks against cruel and unusual punishment. But your government are doing these things every damn day, and they think because they own the majority of the land, because they own the Federal Reserve, because they create all the money, because they own all the banks, because they sitting high up on their hog, they sitting up on fucking pedestals, they living in mansions and castles and shit, that this gives them the right to manipulate and control whoever, because after all, by golly, they are better than any of us. They treat us like we were created for nothing more than to serve them and be used by them. Okay, so to clarify, you are very well protected by the Most High here. I am enough, stand by me. We have the main female here. Okay, there definitely could be masculines who are enduring this, but we have main female here, so you definitely could be there could definitely be a feminine who is enduring these things or have endured these things all through your life. Okay, Spirit, clarify, release the past. Clarify, release the past. So we have child here. Okay, you've been being tortured since you were a child. You were placed under mind control since you were a child. You were experimented on by the government since you were a child. You were tortured and you were abused since you were a child. And all this time, and they got the audacity to be gang stalking you and torturing you right now. If you didn't earn your damn stripes when you was a fucking kid with all the shit that they did to you, you ought to be living free as a damn bird right now. Not wanting for a damn thing, but they still have the audacity to make your life a living hell. That's just how cocky and arrogant, cold-hearted and ruthless animals they are. Because it's hard to even call them human beings. Because the shit that they are doing is technically inhumane. Spirit, clarify satanic ritual abuse. Yeah. Those are them who did this satanic ritual abuse to you in secret here. These are pleasure seekers who enjoy abusing children, who enjoy torturing children, having their way with children. They thrive off the fear, off the pain of children. And you endured this. And these bastards, you lived to see another day, however you are right now. And these bastards got the audacity to be stalking you, watching you, got you on some type of fucking watch list. Have they not watched enough over your entire life and watched you suffer, watched you struggle, watched you be used and abused? And sat back and did the fuck nothing while they continue to experiment on you. And these sons of bitches got the audacity to trying to blood sacrifice you to make some more money off of you right now today. Because they never thought that you would have the audacity to awaken. Spirit, clarify. Yeah, these people who satanic ritualistically abused you, Spirits say they do things for their own amusement, their own enjoyment. They're pleasure seekers. They're freaks and creeps. They're low down and dirty, filthy, nasty ass individuals who thrive off the pain, the suffering, and fear of children to make themselves better. That's whom they are. They rob your innocence straight from the cradle. Rob you of your innocence straight from the cradle. And whoever your bitch ass parents are, or grandparents are, or whomever, allowed it. Because all they cared about was finances, money, resources, temporary comforts, and incentives. You were expendable. He wasn't important even to they. Spirit, clarify illegal implantation chip. Clarify illegal implantation chip. And if you think about it, these people have, if you've been implanted with a chip and these people are tracking you and tracing you and watching you, the government, the United States government has technically used you as a spy for their own benefit. They've used you in their own fucking operations for their own benefit and didn't pay you a fucking dime for your services. Did so without your consent, against your free will and everything. This is your government. This is the United States government, who are always talking about we the people. We're supposed to be in the land of the free and the home of the brave. You was implanted with a chip because you was being used as a sex slave to keep track of you from one place to another. Everywhere you were sent, everywhere you were, or you were being used. With a servant here is someone who performs duties. This was being done to you as a child growing up. At some point in time, it would have still been being done to you. But at some point in time, something tragic happened. And they thought you were going to die, or they thought that you were dead, and something changed up. It didn't change the fact the chip was already in you. It didn't change the fact that they continued to watch you, surveillance you, track you. It didn't change the fact that they continued doing experimentations on you. It didn't change the fact that they continued to use you and abuse you. But they just did things a little switcheroo. They could have triggered you to be extremely promiscuous. Trigger people to come into your life and abuse you on purpose. Triggered you to be involved in the wrong crowds of people. Using this programming that they put in you and the use of this chip to control you in your life. Use a little puppet. And they built law and entertainment within the industry off of your life. Didn't pay you a dime. Two cards want to come out with you were adopted and no one ever told you. Here we have Lord here and we have enemy here. Whoever this false person of a mother here that you think is your mother, Spirit is saying is the enemy here. Okay? But there is somebody else that's connected to the situation with this Lord energy. Because this Lord energy talks about somebody who's in power, somebody who's in authority, somebody who holds some type of influence here. A ruler or master or something. Somebody who holds some type of organization or structure in some type of way. Leadership in some type of way. This person is high up, very wealthy, and very powerful. And it's also being seen as an enemy. This could be one of your real parents here. But this person that you believe to be your mother is a false person, Spirit is saying. Whoever this person who's a Lord is, this person is very arrogant and very superior. You were abused on account of this person here. Yeah. You were trafficked. You were being trafficked with this merchant card here. And something was done to cause your death, or they thought caused your death. I believe they told whoever this person is in power that you had died. But you were stolen. And this is how you ended up in some fraudulent ass adoption here. Okay? You were being trafficked. Something happened. And they thought you were dead. But you came back alive on their ass. Then you were stolen with a large amount of money right along with it. So what this means is that whomever your real parents are, as well as the supposed parents that you ended up with, all mistreated you. All did you wrong, including the United States government, if you're in the U.S. For somebody, there was a Chinese woman that kept on trying. I have a card that says Chinese woman that kept on trying to flip out with this message. There's a Chinese woman who has endured this, who has gone through this, okay? I put it back in the deck and said, there's something related to the story that has something to do with the Chinese woman and a babysitter, but I was only taking 5 cards. But a Chinese woman and a babysitter was very significant, was trying to pop out with this reading, okay? So there is something, either a Chinese woman has endured something like this as well, possibly from her country or whatever, and some type of something with a shifty babysitter or something that she had as well, okay? Whoever you are, you're a young woman. I feel like when I see this young woman card, young woman and main female came out with you. When I see young woman here, you could be in your 30s or younger. Okay? It's what I feel when I see a young woman card here, okay? This is something that has been on your mind, has weighed on your mind very heavily. And like I said, I feel like with this energy, on the surface, okay? I feel like at some point in time you went through some type of awakening, okay? And you have bit by bit, piece by piece, began to figure things out, okay? Because something was very off and wrong with your life, and you knew this all along, but maybe you just couldn't really figure out exactly what was happening, okay? There was a lot of things that was going on that you couldn't explain while you were still unawakened, okay? But you knew something wasn't right. You knew something wasn't wrong. I knew when I was a child, I hated this place. I had this overwhelming feeling that I did not belong here and I did not want to be here. And it wasn't like a suicidal thing, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to kill myself, want to die type of thing. It was just this overwhelming feeling where I felt like it was just at some point in time, out of everything I've been through, and I remember this vividly, I was very young feeling like this. And this was like some very heavy feelings for somebody so young. I felt like I just had the feeling I did not belong here. I was not supposed to be here. I did not like it here. And I absolutely I hated this place. And I knew something was very wrong with this place. And I had this overwhelming feeling that sooner or later, I didn't quite know when, but something very awful is going to happen in this place. And I overwhelmingly had the feeling that I did not want to be here. Most people are like ignorantly obsessed with planet Earth. Why? I'm not really sure. Sure, you can go to some beautiful places, beautiful lands. Sure, you can, places have been built and you can go somewhere and have some temporary fun or, whatever that makes your damn day. But if you think about it, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to your mind every day that you play pretend like you're happy. What, you're happy because you're in a relationship with somebody? You're happy because you have the type of sex that you want to have? You're happy because you can go somewhere and have some fun? You're happy because you got some money in your pocket because you got a job? Like what is it exactly? What is happy? When you're surrounded by evil and wickedness every single day. So technically that means everything that you do that you feel like, oh, this makes me happy, it's just you lying to your own mind. You're tricking your own mind, and then your mind goes along with it to make the rest of your body feel like, I'm happy. It's fun here on planet Earth. when it's dangerous, it's detrimental, it's polluted, it's evil, it's wicked, it's demonic, it's satanic, it's awful. You're lying to yourself just to make it through until it's your time to go. That's it. Most people are lying to themselves, tricking their own minds, coming up with whatever you want to come up with from one day to the next to make yourself feel good. Yes, everybody likes to be loved. Everybody likes to have fun. Sex feels good. Hanging out, partying, kicking it, having joyous occasions, or whatever it is you like to do. Those are all temporary funds, okay? But if you are being realistic and you are wholeheartedly looking at the world in its entirety, it is an awful mess. And you have to lie to yourself and trick yourself into believing, oh, everything is all right. Troubles don't last always. This too shall pass. Like, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. People are going missing. People are being raped. People are being abused. People are being killed in cold blood. Wildfires are being set on purpose, killing animals. Burning down people's neighborhoods and homes and everything that they work so hard for. People are working their fingers to the fucking bone every single day just to hold some type of status to in a title for other people to believe that they are somebody special, and the majority of what they're working for goes on nothing but bills. And to try to provide a better life for their children. And in between that, there may be occasional something fun. But you're lying to yourself. We're breathing in polluted air. Where birds are falling out the sky every fucking day. If the animals are dying for what's being dumped in the air, what do you think you breathing in that is doing to your insides? You're drinking and bathing and swimming and washing your hair and your body in contaminated waters. This is the world that we live in. How happy are you? You're lying to yourself. So what? You got a house. You have a car. So what? You went to college and you have a paper degree that says that you're smart. So what? You have a great sex life. So what? You happen to find the love of your life and got married. However long that lasts. So what? Guess what? Awful, evil, wicked things are still happening every single day. And just because you're in your bubble making yourself believe that everything is okay does not mean everything is okay. There's kids locked in cages right now who don't believe that everything is okay. People have been tortured to death every single day who have lost all hope because everything isn't okay. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everybody around here has the mentality to do or die. And people are willing to sacrifice another person every single day, another person's life. Who are you to take another person's life just for you to succeed? And who are the people that's telling you that would be a great idea for you to do? Just for you to succeed. Just for you to say, I'm somebody. Just for you to say, I got some money. Just for you to say, I got me a big, powerful position, title, or role. The fuck does that mean? And the majority of you, you're too selfish to care about anybody less fortunate than you, because you walk around with your head stuck up in the air and you walk by people every day who's homeless, who's hungry, who's struggling, who ain't got nothing and nobody. That's the world that we live in. And you are only okay with it because you have tricked your mind into believing that you are okay with it. It's just like being sad. You know, everybody has had a sad moment in their life. You know it? Sometimes people call that sadness depression, or say that that sadness or depression stems from stress. And guess what? You can book you an appointment and go and talk to a complete fucking stranger. Now, no matter, you claim you got a happy life and you got all these fake ass friends around you and all your fake ass family around you and all your fake ass co-workers and every damn body that makes you feel like you somebody. You can't talk to none of them. So you got to go and talk to a complete fucking stranger that charges you by the damn hour. And you best believe when the bell ring and your time is up, they ain't got no more time to talk to your ass because they don't really care about your ass like that. But as long as you paying and you in that session, they will write down all your business in that legal pad, and at the end of the discussion, they're going to say, how does that make you feel? Well, here, I want you to take this prescription. And guess what? You go to your nearest Walmart or your Walgreens or your CVS or your whatever store you go to with your favorite pharmacy, and you go pick up them damn pills. And it doesn't make your sadness or your depression or your stress go away. But them pills that your psychiatrist has given you, they ain't done nothing to fix you. They ain't done nothing to fix your life. They ain't done nothing to fix your problems. But them little pills on that prescription pad that they have prescribed you, once you take them, it's going to trick your mind into making you believe that you ain't got nothing to be sad about no more. Guess what? Your bills still due. You still having problems in your relationship. You're still struggling with your children. You're still struggling on the damn job. And whatever the fuck was wrong with you, whoever you sad about who passed away, whoever you sad about that broke your heart, that shit is still there. But that little pill that you take is going to trick your mind into believing, oh, don't cry about this no more. Don't worry about this no more. Just walk around like a zombie. Take long naps. Eat a lot. Gain a little bit of weight. Because those pills often do those things to you. Don't make the problem go away. What you're doing is you're tricking your mind into believing that nothing is wrong. And many of you can do that without even taking a pill. You trick yourself into believing everything is okay. And how the government helps you do this is by entertaining your ass with your favorite sports and your favorite movies and your favorite TV shows and your favorite celebrities and your favorite songs and dances and your favorite bullshit that's in production every damn day. It makes you feel good. Spirit, clarify, release the past. We have here the Five of Swords here, okay? Spirit wants you to release the past here because this government experimentation, this martial arts program and other mind control and different things that you have gone through, now that you are aware that these things have happened to you and it's going on, it is bothering you. You can't stop thinking about it. But I mean, could you blame a person? Because you're probably likely to still be dealing with it, especially if you are a targeted individual. So there's a lot of conflict here. Okay? Clarify satanic ritual abuse. We have the High Priestess here. It talks about secret knowledge, secret information. This is something that was secret, that is hidden, that was done to you, that has had you in despair. See, this is the type of shit that they do to people on purpose. They torture them in all kinds of fucking ways. And then depending on how you react or respond, they be ready, set, go to slap a fucking label on you and call you crazy or mentally ill. Now, the person that created this bullshit ain't crazy. The person that is torturing you this way ain't called crazy. The satanic powers that be that is enforcing this upon you, they ain't called mentally ill or crazy. Ain't now one of them sons of bitches that ever spent a day in prison nor an institution for any damn thing that they do. But if you should so happen to succumb to all the abuse and the torture that you have endured, then they say you crazy. Something must be wrong with you. Why they have sat back in secret doing this to you on purpose, just to make you look incompetent. This is what's going on. Spirit, clarify illegal implantation. I told you this was done to you for the purposes of money. Somebody got a large lump sum of money for allowing you to be implanted as a child, for allowing you to be pimped out, prostituted, and trafficked as a child. Yeah. And there was a group of people who was involved in hurting you. With the 3 of Cups here and the 4 of Swords, a lot of money was paid for these individuals to hurt you in the manner in which they did. Spirit clarified, you were adopted and no one ever told you. We got the devil here. I told you this person is chained to the devil. This person is chained to the devil. They sold their soul to the devil. They're a shepherd for the devil. They have addictive patterns of behavior. This person is under contract, have taken some type of satanic oaths. They are a false person. They are wearing a mask. They're working for this Lord here in power here. This person is in power, this enemy. Then it kept you stuck, restricted, unable to move all your life on purpose while they made money off of you. They have done nothing but lie to you, cheat you, beat you, steal from you, and sneak and creep around trying to get away with what they did to you, all while they were being evil to you, wicked to you, hostile towards you, mean to you, and trying to sacrifice you. They've been trying to sacrifice you for the longest. Your own supposed family that ain't your family. They've been trying to sacrifice you for the longest. Spirit clarify, you are very well protected by the Most High. You are very well protected by the Most High. Spirit say that's the truth. The Ace of Swords here, Spirit says that is the truth. That sword comes from the heavens above. That is the sword of God. Okay? And this is why you are the truth and why you stand in your truth and why these people can't stand you. But you are very well protected by the Most High God. They've been trying to kill you since you was a child. They all teamed up in schemes of teams together for the purposes of money. They used you. They mistreated you. They abused you for the purposes of money. They did this in secret, in hiding, in darkness, behind the scenes, behind your back. But there's about to be something, there's about to be a finalizing of something. Something has gone full circle. Something is coming to an end for something new to begin here, okay? And you will see a brand new day. You will have happiness, abundance, new beginnings, new fresh starts, fulfillment in your life. To the likes of which that you ain't never had before. That's why Spirit wants you to release the past. Okay? You've worked really hard. You've put in a lot of effort. Okay? Without getting anything in return. But Spirit say a harvest is coming in for you. And this is the reason why all these people are in competition with you. Jealous of you, envious of you, hate you. This is the reason why all these people are in competition with you. But even with all the things that they are doing to you right now, yeah, you still been having to juggle and struggle while these people can't do anything more than compete with you. They got more than you. You sitting here with the 2 coins juggling and struggling. Nothing. At all. Yet you still stood strong. You still stood your ground. You still had faith. You still had courage here. And Spirit says you have options. You have options. Okay, guys. Spirit, clarify, release the past with this monarch programming, thoughts, Five of Swords. Persons in authority put you under mind control. Did this government experimentation to you. Brainwashed you. Satanically, ritualistically abused you. Clarify satanic ritual abuse. Spirit said this is the truth. You were abused in more ways than one. But what was done in the dark is coming to the light. What they have kept secret and hidden for so long, the truth is coming to the light. Spirit, clarify illegal implantation. Illegal implantation. Chip. Didn't I tell you? You were sacrificed. You were sacrificed. Nobody cared for you. Nobody loved you. You were sacrificed. You was given away to allow the government to do what they wanted to do with you. And persons that did this did so for compensation. These third parties came in, paid lots of money to come in and to hurt you and to harm you as a child. Okay? You suffered in silence for a very long time. But no more. Spirit, clarify you were adopted and nobody ever told you. You intuitively knew this. You were adopted and no one ever told you. You have had to endure emotional loss. Because you were surrounded by people who were lying to you, keeping secrets from you, using you, gaslighting you, abusing you. And this had you in mental conflict for a long time. You felt discontent and boredom in your life. But you have emotionally withdrawn from these fake, phony people that you thought were your family, who wasn't. Spirit is saying that you're going to fulfill your destiny. You're very well protected by the Most High, and you will fulfill your destiny, your life purpose. You are destined to have victory and success in your life. You will have a foundation, a firm foundation, as well as achievements in your life before you leave this earth. Firm foundation. Foundation and achievements. Fulfillment of wishes. For all of your suffering. Because you stood your ground. Somebody is coming into some type of high honor at some point in time. But these things that you have endured, these things that you have gone through, has been on your mind for a very long time. They could continuously be on your mind. Some of you may still be piecing things together little bit by little bit. And groups of individuals are continuously working against you for the purposes of money. Behind the scenes, working in schemes of teams together. Working against you for the purposes of money. Okay? So see, let's see if there are any other messages, Spirit. Spirit, are there any other messages that I need to clarify for the collective? Any other messages? Somebody may hold some type of royal status, or either somebody with royal status is involved in this, or you may hold some type of a royal status. Spirit is saying a change is going to come though, okay? Persons involved who did this to you, Spirit is saying they're about to get locked up. Spirit don't want you to have no worries, okay? Somebody is trying to suicide by enemy you, okay? Be very careful. Be very aware of that. Spirit is saying that you have crystal clear vision. Spirit say evil is as evil does. And evil was definitely involved with what was done to you. Government genocide, destroying humanity. Conflicts and battles. Spirit say you were a test. They test on you. They did all kind of tests on you. Spirit say that there was trauma that was forced upon you. Spirit say they tried to recruit you against your will. They sought to seek revenge on you. They've been trying to plot, plan, and scheme your death. The burdens that you've been faced with has been caused by others. Spirit said there's something that's being hidden, and this is here on you were adopted and no one ever told you. Spirit, what else? Spirit, what other messages do I need to share with the collective? These people that works against you are liars, cheaters, and thieves, Spirit is saying. Okay? Spirit also says that you have a hidden childhood. There's things about your childhood that is hidden. Spirit say that these fools are sick to death for real. They're liars. They use you for human sex trafficking. Persons involved ran a prostitution ring. There's a lot of third-party situations involved. Spirits say these fools sick to death for real. They invaded your privacy. How did they do that? With that chip that you were implanted with. And just so you know, this chip it was likely implanted in your ear or behind your ear, in your brain, in your gums. Okay? Somewhere in your head, near your head, back of the neck. Spirit, are there any other messages? Spirit is saying that you're a very important person. Spirit, what other messages do I need to share with the collective? Are there any other messages? Spirit say this is modern day slavery, what they did to you. Your mama and daddy ain't got no love for you. We have here switched at birth. Spirit, are there any other messages I need to share with the collective? this so-called mother of yours, she's so cold-hearted, Spirit is saying. They did all these things to use you and abuse you, and you ain't never had no support from nobody. They did this on purpose. This was part of the satanic ritual abuse. You suffered in silence all your life. You could be still suffering in silence. The persons involved in this are definitely mentally ill individuals. I don't understand the type of persons who do this type of thing, or even create this type of thing without being mentally ill. You've got to be sick to torture another person. You were stuck in purposeful, unfortunate poverty. You had spies lurking around you all your life due to this illegal implantation here with this chip. These spies have been watching you all your life. The CIA know every bit of your business because of that chip. They have invaded and violated your privacy, your personal space, your human rights, your civil and your constitutional rights. And they did so on the authority and the permission, the approval and the financial budget of the satanic powers that be, of the shadow government, of the wickedness in high places, of very wealthy, prominent people in power. Meanwhile, they can't stop a terrorist from attacking before they attack. Meanwhile, they can't stop not one rapist, nan child abductor, nan a serial killer or nothing. They go on to commit their crimes for years and years and years and years. Meanwhile, they're too busy running their legal experimentations on people like you or I. This is America. And this is what's going on in America. We have hidden childhood here. Your childhood was hidden. Spirit, are there any other messages? They used you for underground pizza when you were young. You had a deadbeat dad who sold you out. Yeah. Now these people, they upset that you're awakened now. Now they're dealing with heartache and loss over what they no longer have, you. But they never gave a damn about you. They never cared about you. They never loved you. They're just mad they can no longer make money off of you. Somebody also has an evil stepmother. If you are dealing with any type of sibling rivalry, it's because these siblings know that you were about your hidden childhood, know that you were adopted. Yeah, there was a fake phony adoption that occurred. Spirit, are there any other messages? Spirit is saying that all of your exes were ops who were purposely sent into your life to spy on you, to harm you, to report back on you, your life, okay? Everything in your life has been a setup. Well, guys, I do hope that this information has given you the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation that you are dealing with. Okay? For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Tiffany Latish Diamond Ziegler, or you can follow me on Instagram at Shine Bright Like a Diamond 36. For those of you who are interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. You can do so through Cash App, which is $tipdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch the surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. So we have here the Four of Raphael, Archangel message to close out this reading. Spirit is telling you to seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Okay? We also have here the Nine of Raphael. Spirit is telling you to make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. We also have here the Ace of Raphael. A good, new, and emotional experience. Fulfilling relationships. Deep and lasting spiritual insights as well. I feel like somebody's life is finally changing. Possibly for the better after you endured so much. We have here the Five of Raphael. Spirit is saying that everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining here, okay? All of those messages came from Archangel Raphael. So Archangel Raphael is definitely present tonight and definitely wants you to know that he is with you, okay? And we have the Seven of Gabriel at the bottom of the deck. Spirit is telling you to stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. Okay? That's what we are doing here. Okay? And you can see the card at the bottom of the deck here. It says stand your ground. Okay? Okay, guys. Till the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.